Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Citadelum. You join us in a little bit of a crazy time. Our wood stores aren't going very well and a lot of stuff has happened recently. We've been attacked a couple of times. I'm going to have Ceres come down and bless us and improve our fortunes in terms of our farming. So she's hopefully going to come down and give us some really good boons to help us out. We do need to discover some cities. I have explorers on the map now, so we're going to deploy them when I find the explorers. Back into my city. Here we go. Right, let's have a quick look in our settlement. Where is our explorer? Right, there we go. We've got some explorers. I don't know where they come up on the map, so let's have a look. Ah, there we go. Deploy an explorer. We're going to deploy them here. And we're going to have them move into some other territory. And then over here, we're going to deploy our second explorer there. Now then, we've got explorers out on the map. We can head into other territories and start uncovering them. And then back in our settlement, we've had a building that's collapsed. We're going to repair that. We've got enough now to build a brand new engineer's post, which should keep that happy. The tavern is up and running. We've got people who are working in defense. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my guard training. Nobody is training as a guard, so that's good. Then our infantry training building, they need the armor workshop to crack on and do some work. Then over here we have plenty of people who are kind of mulling around, but we do need some more patrician housing. What I could do though is upgrade the current patrician housing that I've got. They're ready for an upgrade. These guys are also ready for an upgrade, but it's the plebeian housing we need to upgrade. This one doesn't have any water access. Somehow we've managed to miss that, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a well. This doesn't need water access, so that's fine, but I will just demolish that tree. Then we will put the well right next to the house there. There we go. Right, so that now should upgrade. It's only 6% desirability, so we better put some decorative items in here. We're going to put a nice little covered area, and then we're going to have this run all the way around where the forum is. And it doesn't look great because it backs out into the forum in this really weird way, but it has improved the attractiveness of this area quite a bit. Now over here we do need to do some little bit more focused decorative items, so we're going to once again, if we've got enough resources, we put a garden in here, garden here and here. Oh, we found a relic. 4 black horses with long manes and flared nostrils. Pull the chariot that the god of the underworld used to kidnap Proserpina. Deliver Pluto's golden chariot to Jupiter, thus preventing the misdeeds of Pluto on Earth from recurring. Or let's do this. There we go. Pluto is satisfied. Let's have a quick look. Mars is not very happy. Minerva's even less happy. So we're going to go and we're going to have a look at Minerva. And to satisfy Minerva, we're going to need to do something nice. We don't have herbs. We could sacrifice a couple of pigs. We'll sacrifice 10 pigs to Minerva. Oh, let's do 13 to bring her up to neutral. There we go. Okay, good. Everybody's a little bit happier now. Now Mars, I would quite like to hold a festival for him. We can do one with carrots and that will bring him up into neutral. That's good. Right. So now we've actually got space for people to move in, and that should let us get a little bit closer. Now then, Pluto. This works on wineries, so let's have Pluto bless our wineries, and that should really help us out as well. Great, so he's going to come down, he's going to help us out. I think we've kind of sorted the issue. We've got 32 units ready to deploy. We could do with a few more, and then we're going to get out on the battlefield. I do have a centurion that I can do, so we'll get 2 centurions. Once we've got them, they can then boost our infantry and our archers. Currently, we're going to have about 20 archers and 25 infantry. I am going to have a little bit more in terms of archers. So I've got 10 there. We've already got that. So let's get 13 in total. People are bored and some are leaving the city because there are no houses. So let's have a look at our entertainment. We do need an acting school. So we're going to put our acting school in here around the back there, and then our theatre. Once we've got enough resources to build, we can have our acting school start training some actors now. Then we'll build our theatre, and we'll be able to start putting on some performances which will entertain the masses. Currently we are short on cut stone brick, so we can wait for that to come back. We are losing a little bit of money, and we could actually do with... we need fish, that's what we need. So I'm going to put a fishing dock in. And we've unlocked prestige level 5, great. Does help. Right, let's go. Food production, fishing dock in, and then a fishmonger. There. Then we'll get some roads built. These will come out, and that gets us all lined up. We've got plenty of space now, so a lot of our plebeian housing is increasing, which means we've got an increased demand for things. Bread and fish fillets are pretty big in demand at the moment. Our bakeries are producing 20 bread a day, but we don't currently have the civilian population available to us to actually make a big dent in this. So I'm going to put a few gardens around the back here. That will then improve that. And then put another couple there, just for, you know, make it look nice. Then we are going to need to have a look at our plebeian housing here, which needs, this just needs improvements to decorative items. So we're going to put in this sculpture of a lion. We'll put it right there. And then we'll put a fountain here, and a fountain there, and a fountain there. And as you can see, our plebeian housings all get, our patrician housing, sorry, gets upgrades, and people are happy. We've got 11 unemployed citizens now, which is going to allow us... something's not good here. Apollo is very upset. Right, we're going to slow things down. We're going to see what we can do to Apollo. Where's the Temple of Apollo? There he is. What can we do? We'll have a festival for Apollo. Oof, right. Just saved from the wrath of Apollo. Excellent. Right, but we now have plenty of people who we can put into jobs, which is good. Cabbage, grapes, onion, carrots, wheat. All of our food is now sorted. We've got 3 more left, so we're going to go fishing dock, we're going to go pig farm, and then we will go with the armor workshop. Great. So currently we are just about done with our training. We've got another centurion there, so we've got 2 centurions. We're going to have 25 archers and 30 archers and 25 infantry, and that is probably going to be enough for us to get out on the battlefield and start making a dent in the enemy that has kind of come up out of nowhere. So we've got a fair few people who don't have any housing, and that could be because we need to build some more plebeian housing. So I'm going to build another couple here, just down in this area here. Then we'll put a road going into that, and then we've got a little bit of space, I think, where we can have the road run along here. Now hopefully they have access to the market, although they can get stuff from the forum as well, so that should be okay, although this market here is just out of range. Oh, we've got a market right next to this, so that's fine. Good. Then I'm going to put in another plebeian house right there, and then we'll run a little gallery of them go along here, like that. I don't have enough to build that one. We're short on wood again. But we've now unlocked level 6 prestige, and we still need to build our theatre. I think the theatre will go there. Right, okay. So we've got 11 unemployed citizens, which is good. We're starting to really come out of the back end of that horrific period of time where everything was going wrong. We've got our defences pretty much set up. And I'm just going to put in these extra jobs here. Bakery will be a big one, actually, so let's do that. There we go. Right, hopefully now we'll start getting some jobs sorted. This plebeian house does not have enough food. We've got a fire over there. That should get solved very quickly, though. We are losing a bit of money every day, but we only have a few more left to train. There we go, we're fully trained. Great. So let's head on over to the region map. We are going to deploy a brand new legion. We're going to deploy them in Scylla. We're going to have everybody get into this. There we go. Then over here it looks like all of our explorers are pretty much ready to move on. We're going to bring them over to this new area. Again, just bring our explorers up to where the legion is. Now this could be a tense battle. I'm expecting us to run into a bit of difficulty, but we are going to attack nonetheless. they do have cavalry. So this is going to be a difficult one, I think. What we'll do is we'll set up our infantry right at the beginning. We'll get them to move forward, I think. We've got archers and we've got cavalry. So let's have our infantry go right along the top there. We've got 7 more infantry. Let's not do that. Let's get rid of them. We'll go with a nice long bank of infantry. All 25 of them in a row. And the archers will bring up the rear. And they're going to go right across. Quite a wide berth on them, and then we'll put our 2 centurions right in the thick of it. Okay, here we go.
By your command.
They're all going to go. We want this lot to specifically target the infantry. Where are you going? Come back, please.
Very well.
Now turn and fire. Oof. Right, there we go. Now they're going to push on. These guys are going to focus their fire on this little group here. Our centurions are getting right into it though. I hope we don't lose any of them because they are quite expensive to replace. But their archers are going down pretty quickly. My archers seem to be doing the business. We have lost 1 centurion. But this should be a victory. I mean, looking at it, yeah, we are going to need to replenish our infantry at the end of this battle because we've only got 1 left, although we haven't lost a single archer yet. We've lost both of our centurions now, but they seem to have... Oh no, we've still got 1 left. The last centurion. There we go. A victory. Excellent. Right, good. So all of our archers are safe. Oh, we've completed all of the objectives for this mission. Well, I wasn't expecting that. That was pretty quick. So, we've completed all of the objectives of this mission. Rome awaits you. Go to the Capitoline Hill to start the victory parade, followed by your best men, and celebrate this success. Right, okay, that was a little bit of a dodgy run, so we're going to set up our next mission a lot better. Well, next mission is prepare for war. We're going to dive in, and then we're going to go through the objectives once we've loaded in. But yeah, this has been exciting. It was a steep learning curve, that one. I think I definitely expanded too quickly. And allowing that legion to get unlocked on the map, the enemy legion, meant that I was at, like, you know, it was difficult to recover from that. I think I grew too quickly and I didn't have the infrastructure in place to support my growth. Probably going to be a better idea to get a load more plebeians in before I start leaning too much into the patricians. And it's going to be about kind of working out what works best for each citizen and maybe not allowing things to grow too quickly, but because you grow in those prestige levels very quickly, it can be quite difficult to keep on track and you get a lot of buildings unlocked. Anyway, prepare for war. Antifry, 34 BC. After the defeat of Sextus Pompeius in Sicily, Gaius Octavius has returned to Rome in triumph. For his part, Marcus Antonius has been appointed king of Egypt in Alexandria and has divided the former Roman provinces among the sons of Cleopatra. Gaius Octavius has felt threatened by this manoeuvre and orders you to deploy an outpost in North Africa, while he turns public opinion against Cleopatra. Your mission may establish a turning point in the rivalry between Octavius and Marcus Antonius. Upgrade 5 plebeian houses to level 3, send 400 wine to Rome, produce 100 pigs, and send 350 pork steaks to Rome. Alright, so we're going to go down this riverbank here because I'm looking and there seem to be quite nice areas here. Is this the Nile? I think this might be the banks of the Nile. Right, okay, so looking further up here, we've got stone there. Nearby, we've got some iron. That might be our best for producing our first resources. Although over here, if we just have a quick look, we've got stone, iron. Yeah, I think it might be better for us to get something here. But if we have a look, the land fertility in this desert here is not great. So we maybe need to be over here. I think this might be our best option. Now, it is going to mean we're going to have to grow a little bit slower. So I'm going to put my forum in. Then I'm going to have a road that just laps around the forum. Completely around the Roman forum. That means when I get my decorative items, I'll be able to put a nice big area in there. Then, we need to look out for materials. So wood. Now I can get some wood here. That's going to be pretty good. So our trees and stuff will get chopped down in this area. And then we'll build a stone quarry here. We'll put our warehouse in there, and then rural road connecting these three up. And then over here, we're going to need to build an iron mine right there, and another warehouse right here. Of course, these are going to need to be supplied, protected by some services. So an engineer's post and a fire station. And the same over here. Now, it's unfortunate because this now means our jobs are going to be spread out quite a bit. And we still need to deal with stuff in the centre of town. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have our forum kind of come out this direction. So there. And then we're going to have this all link up. So we'll have a little road, a little off-road that comes along here. And then comes down to our buildings there. Then over here, we're going to need, again, around the back of the forum, we're going to have a road that comes out into the desert. Just lines up that way. Great. So, our basic stuff is in place. Now, we need to add in some services for the centre of town. So an engineer's post, again, is going to need to go in. And a fire station is going to need to go in right there. Then a market, which we'll put here, and we'll put another one here. Then we can start filling in our plebeian housing. So I'm going to do one there. I'm going to do one opposite there. One there. One there. And then we can probably fit one here and another one here. At the back, we can't put one there, but we will have one there and there. I think we could probably put one there, but I might actually save that, because we might put some defences there. So we're going to run this road all the way up, and that one. Then I think that will do for now. We've got a little bit of offshoot that we can put extra roads in there, and the same there, and then the same here. Then we can have these roads go along the back, and the same again here. All the way up. Good. Right. So people are going to start moving in very quickly. We are going to need some sort of food. These buildings are going to need to be looked after. So you can see here, everything is still in range. Then over here, obviously, we've got stuff going on there and here as well. Cool. We are set up. Right. Then we've got both of our warehouses in. Wheat fields. Now, wheat fields are going to be important. They're going to give us some food to start off with. And I'd quite like to have them quite close to some of the other stuff that we've got here. So we might as well put in a granary that starts off there. And then we can put in some wheat fields in this direction as well. 2 wheat fields should be enough to start us off. Get our road in. There we go. Right, now we've got to wait for people to come into the city and then they can start doing stuff. So, upgrading 5 plebeian houses to level 3, produce 100 pigs, send wine to Rome, and send pork steaks to Rome. So the first thing we're definitely going to need to have a look at is getting butchery in. But we can't do any of that until people have moved in. So let's have some people moving in, nice and quick. Over on our region map, we can explore, so we're going to head out. We've got a town unlocked already where we can import wheat. These guys are going to continue exploring, and our town will continue to develop. Okay, decent start, but we obviously need to be aware of the fact that we have some housing needs, and we're going to need to look at religion a little bit later on as well. I think that might have been an issue earlier on. We've got our marketplaces in though, and we are going to be able to get some bathhouses and stuff in very soon. We do need water though. That is something that I completely forgot to do. So I'm going to put a big aqueduct here, big reservoir here. We then need a water mill. Go there. Our aqueduct come in to there. And if I'm just looking, I think what we'll do is we'll have another reservoir there and another water mill. And then we can link these up like that. Now then, last things, we go here. In fact, I think this one we can actually do another water mill. Why not? There. And then our final one is going to be a big aqueduct on the corner here that we link up in this reservoir. And then we link it all up. Why not? There we go. Right. Okay. But we've got to be careful for these because I think these can collapse. So that's something we are definitely going to need to be aware of. Can't have our aqueducts collapsing, but we can keep an eye on that. We've got a fire here, but we do have people who can come and work in the fire station, so that should be solved very quickly. And yeah, all we've got to do is we're now getting set up, so slowly things are going to start coming in like resources. It looks like our map will slowly be explored and hopefully will not encounter any enemies because we aren't set up for that. It might be worth just holding off on expanding until we've got some sort of basis in place. So for now, I just want to keep putting people into fire station and engineers posts, and then we can start thinking about the marketplace later on. We've reached prestige level 2, which means we can finally get our patrician housing, tax officers, baths and stuff, and that is going to be a really good starting point for us to start expanding. Okay, right. This guy is just about finished his exploration, so we'll go back into the settlement and we're going to hold off, like I said. We're not going to do any more exploration for now. We just want to really focus on getting our settlement up and running. Next, we're going to need some patrician housing. Now, to do that, we definitely need a bathhouse. So for our bathhouse, I'm going to try and put it here. So this plebeian housing is going to move to here. Like that. And then this one is also going to move to here. Then we can actually put in our bathhouse there. And our tax office can go here. Now that just means over here is where most of our patrician housing is going to go. So we can start putting that in place now. There. 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 And there. 4 patrician houses should do us for now. And then we can move some roads all the way down there. And this one we can put a little road in as well, going all the way up. And this one all the way up as well. So we've got a few more plebeian housing, which is good. We've got some people leaving due to a lack of employment, so let's make sure that we've got people working in the fields. Tax officers and our engineers post, as well as the market. There we go. Right, we've got people stocked up. We should start bringing in some money. And our plebeian housing should be ready to upgrade very soon. If I have a look at my decorative, we have yet to unlock these. We need to get a level 4 for that. And that's going to be the one that really sees us get some boosts in. So if you have a look here, these aren't great. What about our religion? We're still shy on that one as well. There we go, level 3, which gives us the topiary stuff. Also a doctor's office. And medicinal herbs and orchards. So actually, let's have a quick look. Where do they come from? Right, we can do a medicinal herb orchard there. So I'm going to put that in down here. We'll put 1 medicinal herb and then a grape orchard. Then, if I go to my housing and services, we can put a doctor's office right in the centre of town. We'll put it behind here. Like that. There's been a murder. Oh dear. Then our tavern can go next to the doctor's office. I mean, why not? Okay, we have unemployed people, but that's okay. We'll get 1 in the grape orchard and 1 in the medicinal herbs orchard. We're then going to build our winery. There. And then 1 person will go to work in the winery. There we go. Right, okay, we've got people going to work. We've got residents still leaving due to a lack of employment. Our plebeian housing is starting to get upgrades, but we need, again, 1 more level of prestige, which is going to require 5 more patricians and 20 more plebeians. Currently our patrician housing, they need melons and they need cabbages, so that's time for another farm. So we'll get a melon orchard and a cabbage orchard. 2 of them in. And then let's build some more plebeian housing. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, and a final 1 there. That's a lot more plebeian housing than we probably need, but it is going to help because we're going to get an increased workforce, and that's going to really boost our prestige level. So I think we'll definitely hit 60 there, and then we can use that to get more plebeians, more patricians. Currently, it's about their desirability. But if we can get more of them moving in, so if I just build 1 more patrician house right next to the doctor's office here, that is then going to bring in enough patricians to get us to the next prestige level. They are just in range of the tax office. This one isn't though, so I'll demolish that. They're lacking in food, but it's melons, so that's okay. We now have 13 unemployed people, which means more people can go to the farms. And the winery. And actually, more in the granary. What I'll do is, I'll just fill out all of these areas. So people will immediately go to work in those places once they arrive in the city. Okay, so I think that is going to do us pretty nicely for now. You can see our production is going up really well. We do now need to build some temples, so that's something we're going to need to focus on very quickly. We are sending wine to Rome, so that's a good start. We'll knock that one off very quickly, and then we can get our pig farm up and running to start producing pork steak. We need to get plebeian housing to level 3, so that's something that we can focus on as well. And that's all going to be about desirability. Looking at our decorative, we can now put the colonnade in. So I'm going to run a colonnade all the way along here. You will see very quickly this takes us a long way to getting those upgrades. So if we get onions and carrots now, we'll get an upgrade there. So let's get an onion orchard and a carrot orchard. And once people have been put to work there, we'll get them to level 3. And then it's just about making the wine and the pork. So let's actually get a pig farm right here and a butchery right there. They are just in range. They're just in range of the warehouse. No, they're not. We don't need the warehouse though. They need the granary. Great. All right. So once we have all of those jobs filled, you can see now we're producing pigs and wine. We've just got to get those houses up to level 3, which shouldn't take us too long. It's just going to be about them getting enough wheat. For some reason, we're not producing a great deal of wheat. Ah, it's the granary. We need another granary. So let's get that in. Can I fit it somewhere? There we go. Put a granary there. Get a road all the way down to it. And now we should see some more being produced. We're going to get more people to work in the onion orchard. Same with the carrot orchard. And as you can see, we're very quickly filling in these jobs. Just going to put some more people to work, and then we'll get the logging camp, the stone quarry, the iron mine. Great. So we haven't actually done any stone cutting or sawmilling yet, so that's going to be our next step. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. We've recovered well. We've had a good start to this map, and I think we're getting somewhere with it. Now we've just got to appease the gods and make sure that everything is looking good. So I will see you for the next episode of Citadelum. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.